Slow delivery, gets there, Virat Kohli. Superlative 100, his 7th in one-day internationals. Second against England, and it's full of class, this particular innings.
And then I saw myself in the mirror and I was like, you can't look like that if you're an international cricketer. I wanted to get back into the team so badly that that period, it was before all of this happened. This was when I played for the country and then I was left out. And for 13 months I wasn't selected again, and then it became sort of a madness that I want to get back up. I want to get back into the team, and then, you know, those 13 months, I was so focused. I was so focused that I want to get back. I want to get back into the team, and my performances were such that the selectors could not ignore me after a while. So eventually I got my chance again, and luckily I've never been out of the team since. Actually, when we came back from Australia and I figured out the difference or the gap that we have with other countries, and I thought if we don't change the way we are playing, or I don't change the way I'm playing, or the way I'm training, or thinking, or, you know, eating, I can never be among the best players in the world. And there's no point in just competing if you don't want to be the best. So I wanted to be the best version of myself, and then I based everything around that vision. And then my training, my diet, my approach towards the game, everything changed. And I know that I wasn't the most skilled sports person when I came in, but the only thing that's been constant is working hard on myself and my game. And that was the time I realized, well, if the Indian team has to be the best team in the world, we need to go ahead in a certain manner. Because I thought, I didn't feel that, you know, when I walked into play, there was any kind of fear or respect in the opposition's corner. So I felt like I don't want to walk into the field thinking, or the opposition thinking, oh, this is just just a pushover. Don't worry about this guy. He's going to do no damage to us, and he's just playing just like another player in the team and stuff. I wanted to make an impact. I knew that I have the ability to make my team win, and I wanted to be that version of myself where if I walk in, I wanted teams to think like, we need to get this guy out or else we're going to lose the game. So I thought if I can't have that impact on my team, then I'm not doing justice to, you know, where I am. And if I don't want to be that guy, there's something wrong in my head. Either I've accepted being lower than what I should be, or I just don't have enough drive in me. So I said I'm going to unlock my max potential and achieve what I should be. I figured out a lot of things myself, things that felt right to eat, and you know when you eat something whether it's healthy for you or not. So I never approached a nutritionist. I thought, okay, fine, I know the things that are not healthy, not good for you to eat, and I'm going to figure my way out myself to lose weight first. And then I went so extreme that I had to meet someone because I got so lean at the end of it that I felt like there's something wrong. I need to probably speak to someone. And I kept eating boiled food. I kept eating stuff that had no oil, nothing. I was eating steamed vegetables, and I got so thin that I started feeling weak at a point. I got so mad about it, but then I had to strike a right balance, and then my trainer helped me to speak to someone and then get my diet right. In the World Cup just now that we played, every game my energy was 120%. And my recovery was so fast, we traveled the next day after every game, after a full hectic game. My average distance covered in a game was 15 kilometers. And I would just come back, do my recovery treatments, travel the next day to another place. And as soon as we reached there, I was ready to train again. And I just couldn't believe it. I was like, I have so much energy. I can do gym sessions in between. I can do 10 games in such a short span of time, with each game at high intensity. And I never experienced anything like that before. I had no stiffness in my body. I had no niggles. I had no problems in recovering, no stomach issues, nothing at all. And I was off dairy as well, raw dairy and meat. And I was like, this is unbelievable. I could never imagine that changing my diet would help me in such a massive way. Firstly, he asked me whether I wanted to get into powerlifting, your cleans and your power snatch and all those kind of things, and deadlifts and stuff. So I said yes, of course. I want to move on to the next level because I feel like, it's becoming stagnant what I'm doing, and it's not taking my game to the next level. And he was like, so this is what comes with it. If you don't learn the technique, if you want to jump into it right now, you'll snap a muscle and then you'll be out for a long time. The stick is so light, it's annoying after a while to just keep going on with the stick because you feel like you just want to do something in the gym. But he said, trust me, the day I tell you to lift, you'll see the difference. So I did it for a month and a half, and the first time I did a lift was a 20 kg Olympic bar and 5 kg plates each side. So from 30 kg, I went to 55 kg. It was like a span of 7 days. It was so quick because I knew the technique. Right. And then my body could take the load. And he said, if you didn't know the technique, you would have gone into the hospital right now because the movements are so tricky to do. But I'm so glad that I learned those fitness routines because I clearly remember the first time I did it. We were playing a game in Sri Lanka and I was fielding and I was running behind a ball to stop it. And I just felt so much power in my legs. I was like, I got so amazed by the speed I was able to generate while in that movement. I surprised myself. I was like, it's all because of that training and improved my power overall. So I was doing a few lifts before I would go and play. So I was literally game ready when I sat into the team bus. And I would just go on the field, just have fun, just jog around a little bit. No warm up, nothing, just stretch a little bit. And I was ready. And I experienced that I was hitting the ball about 15 meters further than I did before. Purely because my legs and my core became so strong without me knowing it. And you get so much more confident because you feel like you can play the way you want because you can clear the boundary and you're not going to get out. So that's a totally different freedom altogether. For example, in the World Cup just now, I did very few lifts because when you're running so much, the trainer believes in doing a lot of unilateral stuff, just strengthening the muscles, focusing on small muscle groups. When I came back now, my routine is 8 sessions of heavy, proper powerlifting. And then they have few supplementary exercises on the days, alternate days. I'm actually quite focused in terms of what I want to do. Even while, so we are setting up the stuff for another place we're moving into, and the first thing I asked the architects was, where can I put a gym in the house? What is the dimension like? Put them in touch with the trainer. What are the machines that you want me to have in the house? Figure out the area, do the dimensions, give it to the people, and all that process is happening. So I'm very precise in terms of my training. I was not disciplined at all in terms of my eating and my fitness. I mean, I can't even relate to that guy anymore that I was in those years, I myself feel like it's some other guy. So I had played IPL from 2008, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. IPL 12 was, I was playing for India. I was playing for the national team at the highest level, but I hadn't got the success, that some of the established players did. And IPL 2012, again, had a really, really bad IPL season, and my eating habits were horrible in that season. Very, very bad. And I remember coming back home and I came out of the shower. The team didn't do well. I came out of the shower. I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, that's the time it hit me, And luckily, everything that's been bad in me, somehow I get that calling myself that you need to get it right. Like there's hardly anyone coming and telling me, you're really messing up. It just comes from within. And then I saw myself in the mirror and I was like, you can't look like that if you're an international cricketer. I was like, how the hell are you going to continue like this if you don't take care of yourself? Boom, from next day onwards, I just changed everything about my diet. Hitting the gym 2 hours a day, just taking a day off in a week, eating proper lean food. I got away from all kinds of junk. I did not have a cheat day at all. And within 8 to 10 months, I lost about 6 or 7 kgs, and then from then on it became such an addiction because I saw the results on the field. I felt quicker, I felt lighter, felt more focused, and then I was like, man, this is the path I want to walk.